Concrete blocks are one of the most important things you're going to need in your construction if you're going block and steel. But how can you be sure that you're getting good blocks? Is there anything that you, a person who don't have an engineering degree, can check for? Well, watch this video. Most countries use blocks around 16 inches long, 8 inches high, and thickness is around 4, 6, or 8. If your block is smaller, misshapen, or uneven, then that's a red flag. So let's look at this block right here. Cover tape measure. Alright. Look. It is not 16, it's shorter than 16. Alright. Let's look at the width. Shorter than 6. Let's look at the height. Almost 8, but not 8. Look at it. So, you have already established that this block is short on certain things. This is not fully 6 inches long. It is not 16 inches in length. It's not fully 8 inches in height. So, certain things are off right there. Because one of the things you want to make sure that you get those dimensions. 16 inches long, because it's supposed to be a 6-inch block. It's supposed to be 16 inches in length, 8 inches in height, 6 inches across. But this one is giving you around 5.5. So it's not the right measurements. Okay, something, it's not. That's a one red flag. Now, one other thing I also want to make sure is about the thickness of the walls. Yeah, man, these things right here. Thickness. How thick the layers are. So, you go for your tape measure again. Let's look. It's supposed to be at least 1 inch. That is good. That is good. That is good. That is good. So, the thickness is there. Now, if the walls are very thin, these walls are very thin. If they are very thin, it means that the walls, that means that the block is too weak for building. So, that's a good point for that thing now. Now, ingredients. Now, good concrete blocks anywhere in the world must be made from cement, sand, stone or stone dust, and clean water. If the block has dirt, clay, or too much sand, it will crumble. Now, next thing you can do with the block now, you can test it with a hammer or another block. Now, a strong block makes a clear ringing sound. So let's test this one. You get a little ringing, but if it sounds dull like a boo, 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 the quality is off. And next thing you can do, you can even scratch it. You can even scratch it. So I'm using a hammer right here, scratching it. It said if it's poured as easily, the block has too much sand and not enough cement. So you realize that, this one is not so bad. It's not so bad. This one is not so bad at all as it relates to that test. And next test you can do, you can drop the block from 1 foot. 1 foot. A good block won't break. If it cracks or chip easily, don't use it in your home. So let's take out this block. Look higher than 1 foot. Drop it again. So it passes that test. Now, one thing about a good quality block is weight, So you want to take it up. You want to take it up because you want to feel the weight. This one have a good weight to it. Now, good quality blocks feel solid and they feel heavy for their size. If they feel suspiciously light, it's full of air pockets, and that's a weak block. And next test you can do, you can throw water on top of it. Now, if the block sucks in the water in an instant, it is too porous. So let's try that. If it sucks in the water too quick, it's too porous. So let's pour some water on this block right now. Alright, you realize it's not sucking the water easily in. It doesn't suck it in too easily, Don't suck it in. If it absorbs if it suck it in an instant, the moment you throw water on it, can you see there? Water is still there. it don't suck it in easily. If it sucks in it too easy, it is too porous. It will absorb moisture and weaken your walls. Now, in most countries, a load-bearing block must be around 7 to 10 MPa strength. Now, only a lab can measure that exactly. But these quick tests help you to spot bad blocks fast. Remember this: weak blocks cause cracks, leaning houses, leaks, and major damage during earthquakes or hurricane. Strong blocks equal safe. Owners, don't leave anything to chance. Don't leave anything to your builder. Check your blocks before you pay. You're protecting your house, you're protecting your family, and you're protecting your money. So please remember to continue to watch my videos and like them, share them, post them. Tell you, good tips over here. Have a wonderful day now. And remember, I have an Instagram page called Tips by Will and a YouTube page, Tips by Will. Follow both of them on those platforms. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And remember, knowledge is power, but application of knowledge is wisdom.